What is happening in Nigeria right now is no longer insecurity. This whole issue don't become sovereignty crisis, meaning the country, it don't pass the control of the president. That's why you find out that when a president give an order, when Tinubu give an order, people, or set of people go come out, then they challenge her one-on-one. They attack and say, no, this thing where you talk nothing work. Now why is he say, America, not just wake up one day, decide to say, okay, they won't come strike for Nigeria. No, Nigeria don't feel be like every other African country like Somalia, like Sudan. Make those Westerners as big as America wait to see say they are treasure, that they destroy them. Every mineral, so everything you think of that exists in any part of the world is in Africa. Anything you think of that make human being to become human being, to make a nation to become a nation, you find it in Africa's soil. Not to talk of Nigeria, which is the giant of the Africa. If terrorists should take over Nigeria, that means the whole world is finished. The whole world is finished if terrorists can take control of Nigeria soil. So Tinubu declaring these people, this bandit, a terrorist. Do you think it's easy? He has stepped on high and mighty of this country. The people that hold the power of this country, that evil president, the past presidents are afraid of them. Those are the kind of caliber of people that Tinubu has stepped into them. See, let me tell you, before Tinubu take this decision, power not their hand again. May I just tell you the truth? They don't take over everything. And if Tinubu not declare these people as terrorists, there's no way America can come in. If they will threaten her with this second tenor, planning to remove him, he ready spoil everything, make everything open, make everybody do on the run. Because Nigeria now is not as business as usual as we think. No. So we should be calculative and be smart enough to know the kind of message these people want to pass to us. I don't want to mention name, but there are some group of people that want to turn the narrative of this attack. There are a group of people that is already fighting him for turning this bandit to terrorists. So more people will come to attack the president, but we will stand to fight. We will stand to change their narrative to what they are bringing to us. This is how they use us against good luck. If we have knew what is coming before us, we shouldn't have entered that trap. But because say Nigeria, we dey look one way, that make us enter. But this time, we did the back of Jagaban on this mission for this terrorist declaration. Anybody who won't fight president for this terrorist declaration, now you won't fight. Because if insecurity problem is solved for this country, everything are less. Do you know what you are passing through because of this terrorist act? People can no longer go to farm. Farmers will go to farm. They'll destroy their property, car away their property, everything. When all those things start, if it is no wickedness, we don't get cow from Nigeria before. 20 years, 25 years back, when cow called the enter people bush because of power control. When you talk, they come and clear the village. So somebody don't come out now to tackle one. Una one attacker. Now they break. You see this fight, we will join the president to fight this matter. Anyhow, now what I will do it. A word is enough for the wise.
His Majesty, sir, Sultan of Sokoto, Donald Trump just launched an airstrike, at your backyard yesterday. This does not speak well of your institution. I want you to know that. And I want to be very careful with the choice of my word this morning. I don't know how to place it. Should I say you lack wisdom? I mean, you need wisdom. I wouldn't know the word to use now. I'm just, contemplating. Because, you are the highest authority when it comes to leadership in West Africa. Muslim leadership in West Africa and Nigeria. You occupy the highest authority of, Muslim institution as far as, West Africa and Nigeria is concerned. You're coming out to condemn the act of radical Islamic terrorism and extremism in Nigeria. Will have gone a long way. Sir, immediately Donald Trump attack Nigeria, a country of particular concern, you have all the opportunity to actually come out to condemn it and make the world know that you are not in support of it. Rather, sir, you kept silence. Rather, you were trying to defend what is not defensible. We saw the evidence, we saw the mass execution, we saw the mass burial. But sir, you remain silent and indifferent. Sir, in His Majesty, your inaction and your indifference might not only destroy you, might destroy the institution you stand for. That's my candid advice for you this morning. You need to come out now and give a press release to condemn radical Islamic, terrorism in Nigeria. Because as it is now, we might, we are the ones celebrating you here. But in the eyes of international community like Israel and US and the rest of them, they might see you as a threat, or they might be seeing your organization as terrorist organization, sponsoring or abating terrorism in Nigeria. That's what I'm saying, but that is what I think they might be thinking or see you as. So you must do something about it very fast. And from the look of things, I don't think anybody might want to come to your rescue now, because with what just happened yesterday might be in the beginning. That is it. So I don't think Nigeria president might want to come to your rescue. Not even your friends in Turkey, not even your Muslim friends in Europe, the mayors and the rest of them, not even the Prime Minister of UK. Now that Israel is even kind of involved, speaks volume. They might see you as a threat to them. And Israel is fast becoming a global power as we speak. They just discover oil and gas in their land, on their land. And they are now a major supplier of gas to European countries now, taking over the market from Russia. So Russia might not even come to your rescue. So I think the best thing now is for you to condemn this radical terrorism in Nigeria. Just condemn it and let us know you are not in support of it. And secondly, I will advise that you stay away from this Ahmad Gumi guy. This guy is careless. This guy does not know how to talk. The guy lacks wisdom. He talks anyhow. With this release, with what he said, that Nigeria military cannot defeat bandits, it goes that statement went viral. So it makes the world to see you differently. It makes the world to see this guy and your alliance with this guy differently. And his banter with Mike Arnold online will further damage your institution or whatever you stand for. You can see Mike Arnold already start dragging this Ahmad Gumi guy that talks anyhow. So these are just my candid advice for you this morning, sir. So try to deem it worthwhile. Please come out to address this issue and condemn every act of terrorism in Nigeria. Not to come out and start preaching peace. We don't preach peace. We practice peace.
There has been a silence war that has been going on in Nigeria for some years now by some group of people who has bet to take over Nigeria. And this group of people has killed a lot of people at different locations and at different states. And these people are not relating. And Nigerians are joking about it. Nigeria people joke about a lot of things. And that is what you need to think about Nigeria. And it seems that this war may not end soon. Especially since yesterday, where US government has bombed northern part of Nigeria, precisely Sokoto. A lot of comments that have been coming out from northern Nigeria. It seems that this war may not end soon. There's going to be a revenge. They are preparing for revenge. This war in Nigeria will not end soon. Sheikh Gumi has come out to tell federal government of Nigeria that federal government of Nigeria should distance themselves from US government. They should not collaborate with US government to wipe away terrorists in Nigeria. And that Nigeria cannot invite another terrorist to come and wipe away terrorists in Nigeria. And that Nigeria need a clean head to wipe away terrorists in Nigeria. What exactly that is going on in Nigeria? Nigerians, there are a lot that we didn't know about these terrorists. There are a lot that we didn't know about these killings. If you look at what is coming out from northern Nigeria, no single person, no single northerners from Muslim religion that has come out to applaud the US government about this bomb yesterday. All was attack on US government. This war may not end soon. Nigeria will not enter one chance. If you are leaving Nigeria right now, you should be very careful where you go, where you do your business, where you do your work, because there are going to be a lot of revenge, especially where Tinubu leave power and power enter northern part of Nigeria. We don't enter one chance. Real one chance. Nigeria will not enter one chance.
Do you know what they did? Look at the strike. The strike shook everywhere. They buy them. Do you know how many people they buy? The people they buy there, if they show you the image, If they show you the image, there are more than 1,000. More than 1,000. If they show you the image, these things are things that they cannot put out to the public. The people they buy, they know. That is why you see the pain. That is why you see the pain. So if you ask me, I'll say, Trump, we need more. Trump, we need more. We need more. We need more strike. We need more strike. Strike them to their house. Even if they are in Aso Rock, strike them. Anywhere they are, Trump, strike them. I'm telling you, Trump, we are with you. The people of Nigeria is with you. Strike them anywhere they are, whether in the church or in the mosque. Strike them. Don't pity them. You know them. Just use your satellite to watch them, and you see them anywhere they are. Just take them out. Take them out. Yeah, because these guys, they are bringing shame to us. These people are bringing shame to us. Every now and then you hear about kidnapping. You hear about buying. They go to the church. They buy people. They put bomb in the... Buy them. Buy them. Don't pity them. Don't pity them. Because forget about politicians. Because politicians, you know what they do? They keep this thing every time and they use it to campaign. That is what they are trying to do. The politicians, they don't want the security issue to end. You get it? Because the Northerners, they use it to bargain. And most of the politicians from the southern Nigeria too, they also want to use that security issue to bargain. That is why you see that they are all talking differently. It's just for their own political, purpose. They just want to use that thing to campaign. Because if a problem is there and the problem is not solved, politicians will want that problem to remain so that they can use it to campaign. So that's why you see the likes of Dele Momodu, Showore, and Dele Fire, they're all using that. Oh yes, you guys, you hate the president called Tinubu. I'm not a fan of Tinubu. You hate him. But what about the lives that these terrorists are taking? What about the killings that is going on? What about the kidnapping? What about the bombing that is going on? So because of you just hate the president and you don't want Donald Trump to come and solve this problem, no, God is bigger than you. Donald Trump doesn't care about you. He doesn't care because Donald Trump knows how to win election. He knows how to win election. He doesn't believe that somebody has to buy before himself will win election. You get it? I know Tinubu did the same thing against Goodluck Jonathan. I know he did the same thing. Tinubu did the same thing. So, but Trump is not interested. So the only thing that I'm saying is that let it continue. Let the strike continue. Trump, we need more strike. Locate them and take them out.
So Christmas Day 2025, that's December 25th, 2025, is a memorable day in the history of Nigeria. Memorable to a lot of us, victims of ravaging Islamist terrorists across Nigeria. Many of us whose communities have been destroyed, whose kinsmen have been killed, have marked December 25th, 2025 as a red letter day. We appreciate President Donald Trump for giving the order to the US AFRICOM, the African Command, to launch a Tomahawk cruise missile from the Bight of Benin, into terrorist enclave in Sokoto state. That is the signal for the commencement of total obliteration by God's grace of these terrorists in Nigeria, ravaging our communities, and killing our people. And so I hear a lot of people say the strike meets its target. No, it's not true. It really reached its target. They have a certain target in mind and they've reached their target. And for those who are still complaining, who are rather arguing that it doesn't reach the target, they expose their mindset, as these terrorist enablers. The people who are always very happy when terrorists kill, and they are always very sad when terrorists are killed. So for every day in Nigeria, we begin to know who our next door neighbors are by their mentality and by their disposition. And just like Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said, he said more is to come. And so this has just started. More is coming. What the United States start, they must finish. And of course, this is just the first in the long line of action that is coming. If you are saying the Tomahawk cruise missile never reached its target, then maybe you are asking the United States to release the MQ-9 Reaper drones, and when those ones come around, they'll get you even in the most shallow hole you are, they can even pick a grain of rice you are eating. And so the terrorists are in for a very long, hot period by God's grace, and peace shall be restored. The good thing is that they are acting in some kind of cooperation with the Nigerian authorities. And so, by God's grace, for those of us who are affected, our communities who are affected, by God's grace, with political will, peace will be restored. And that's the prayers of most patriotic, concerned Nigerians like us.
Why did the American government choose to attack Sokoto instead of Benue State, Borno State, Taraba State, Kebbi State, and so many other northern states where terrorism activities keeps happening from time to time, where incessant attack keeps happening from time to time? Why did they choose to leave all these places and centers on Sokoto? Pay attention. Let me analyze something to you. Many people are talking about the attack that American government carried out in Nigeria yesterday, being 25th of December 2025. Why so many people we are celebrating Christmas? Donald Trump came like a thief within 2 a.m. in the midnight and launched an attack against the terrorists in the north. Although we have not recorded some dead bodies to prove that yes, that attack really cleansed the lives of the terrorists. But why did he choose to attack Sokoto? That is to tell you that there's something in Sokoto that so many people are not even talking about. Everybody leaves Sokoto and be talking about attacking Benue State from time to time. Boko Haram attacking Borno State, attack in Kebbi, Taraba, and so many other places. But we are not even talking about Sokoto. That is to tell you because there is no attack there. But that place that our mind is not going to, that place that the noise is not coming from, that the cry of the innocent people being by these terrorists is where the main problem is. This attack in Sokoto is there to expose things to Nigeria. Is there to open your mind that Sokoto is the headquarters of this attack. Hello, it's just like the federal government that gives order, that controls every other government. That is the same thing in Sokoto. Islamic activities, their headquarters is in Sokoto. That is the reason why we have the Sultan there. Hello, pay attention. The Sultan of Sokoto has not come to condemn all this Islamic attack against so many people in Nigeria. All we see them doing is to be defending them from time to time. That is the reason why America, being very, very wise after investigation, because they have been in Nigeria investigating, they find out that it is there that is the problem. That is summary of everything that happens last night. That the Sokoto is the main area of the terrorism. Hello, pay attention. This is a fight against the Islam activities who believes in destroying others for them to conquer. That is the summary. Another thing is that this is a slap to our face as Nigerians, that a stranger is coming all the way from the Western world to defend us, and Nigerians are clapping for them. Why? Because they see safety in their hand. They see safety in the hands of a stranger, a Westerner, than that person you call your brother who cannot defend you. If our lives and properties cannot be protected in Nigeria, it is better that you look for it in the hands of somebody coming to defend it to you. Hello, you call him, hey, this is our brother, federal government is our own, government of Nigeria. Yeah, they cannot protect us. Rather, they are the agent and they cannot fight these terrorists because they created it, they are part of it. Hello, they are part of it. You cannot create something, destroy something you created. A criminal cannot fight his fellow criminal to stop doing that because all of them has the same mission. Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, whatever name that you call them, they are the same people. They have the same mission, just that they have division of labors on how they are going to achieve it. They are on the same mission, the same religion, they are the same people. If we don't wake up and say enough is enough, all of us are going to be doomed. Within Nnamdi Kanu is in prison because this is the things he was talking about. Tinubu, will you be the last president of Nigeria just as they said? It seems like based on this now, if we still have time. If we don't wake up and say enough is enough, all of us are going to be doomed. Why Sokoto? Because that is where the headquarters is.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. The US strike in Sokoto is causing a whole lot of discomfort in the camp of this whole terrorists in Nigeria. And you can see how they are coming out to defend them and to defend their people and to condemn the strike of the US forces. Let me tell you, these people are radicalists and extremists who derive joy in ensuring that they cause chaos in every part of the country so long as they are able to take over Nigeria and build their caliphate. That is just what they are fighting for, and Nigeria needs the help of America more than ever to defeat these people. Of course, there are countries that are benefiting from this whole stuff happening in the northern part of this country. There are people, countries sponsoring them and ensuring that peace is not around this place. But thank God for the President of America, Donald Trump. He is someone who stands for the truth and someone who doesn't have any soft heart for terrorism at all, and that's why he's doing everything to ensure that he takes these people out. If not for Donald Trump, Nigeria won't have the balls, or the president of Nigeria won't have the balls to declare these people terrorists. He won't have the balls to declare Fulani herdsmen a terrorist organization. He won't have the balls to declare bandits a terrorist organization. And this whole thing that he has done has drawn the battle line between the north and the south, especially between them and the Yorubas, owing to the fact that the current president of Nigeria is a Yoruba man, and he's the one trying to kind of bring down their caliphate. So of course it's going to affect his re-election. But if this singular action of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is what will affect his re-election, then of course other southern part of the country and other well-meaning Nigerians are going to vote for his re-election. Honestly, President Donald Trump should please continue the whole strike. Of course, we know the reason why Sokoto was strike. US has the best intelligence in the whole world. And so if Sokoto was strike, then of course there's something happening there. Then of course Sokoto might be a buffer point where these terrorist network organize themselves before they dispatch for their action. So this one's coming out to blab about Sokoto being bombed, irrespective of the fact that there are no terrorist activities in Sokoto, should just keep quiet. That's my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.